Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Yes, Zaga. Yaga, you know the vibes. You rocking out with yours true. Showtime Sizzle. I am the source. Um, got a little time before we head to the school dance. You heard? So I said, let me jump on, and I wanna speak on something. I seen hold on, let's make sure my levels are good. Yes, Zaga. Yeah, the levels are sounding good. Okay. But I was on Twitter, right? And I seen a little back and forth, right? Um, between Devin Haney and Javante Tank Davis, right? I wanna pull it up. I definitely wanna pull it up. Hold on, I got my keys, cramping my style. No, I feel like, but yeah, let me pull the actual tweet up. Cause you see what I titled this, right? Devin Haney. I think it's so obvious, right? And I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna put this on the record for all of the LDBC support. And can y'all close the door? Yeah, listen. Are y'all done yet? Cause y'all making too much noise. Y'all making too much noise. Y'all being very extra. But yeah, for all the LDBC support and LDBC narratives that are pushed for Devin Haney, right? And it just doesn't seem that he like to me, and like I said, you heard what I said to me, right? I think him being undisputed, right? He still feels like he's not as big as he should be. And he's the undisputed champion, whereas Tank really doesn't have no belts. But yet he's the biggest star. Like, um, his seats are going for 13. I think somebody said almost 30 racks. 13,000. They're reselling for ringside 30,000. So maybe he wants to be Tank Davis status, as far as like in the game, celebrity status is superstar status. You get, like I said, the LDBC, they love to pump the narratives for Devin as far as undisputed and his accolades. But when it cross over to the industry side of things, Tank is a way bigger star / attraction. Hopefully Devin and Lomachenko May 20th, if that's pay-per-view, they do decent numbers, and it gets his stardom, so to say, rolling. Because at the end of the day, like jewelry and the flashiness, that's cool, but that doesn't, really attract over the stardom. Hopefully y'all catching the source, but let me pull up the tweets, man. Like Javante is ruthless on Twitter, man. Devin tried to get at him hard, like get your jewelry back. if you really like that. I just think he wants to be. He wants Devin's spot, man. I mean, he wants Tank's spot because Tank is a Tank is a big deal in the game, man. He's a big deal in the game. See, when I'm at the desk, I can multitask. You heard? All right. Damn, it might be. See, it might be off of here. Yeah, that was him and Richard Hitterson. Yeah, evidently the Javante Davis tweets have been removed, but nonetheless, I'll find it somewhere. Hold on, give me a second. I could still find it, but I just found that mad funny. I was like, yo, this dude, like, I know at the end of the day, you might feel some type of way. All right, here it goes. Right here, I got it. I don't know when these tweets was put out, right? But Devin tweets. It's 10-5, man. He tweets, dude said I'm sore, but when he sees me, he never says or does nothing. He's seen me at Lifetime Fitness, which is a gym. Yo, ain't say or do nothing. It was just me and you. You got these people fooled, but not me. You ain't never did nothing to nobody in your life. Nigga been in the boxing gyms his whole life. Nigga mama just lived in the hood. That don't make you street. Nigga is pussy. Go get your jewelry back from the LA niggas if you really like that. Okay. That's what Devin said in regards to Tank. Now, I don't like to say another man is jealous of another man, but I just think that he feels left out because, like, at the end of the day, he does have all the hardware, right? But the hardware that Tank has is Tank doesn't really have a belt, a significant belt. I know somewhere they said that the WBA, let me take a little bit of my ice cream, man. I know they said somewhere that the WBA is talking about trying to have them fight or making Tank Davis the mandatory to fight him for the WBA. Man, that's what really needs to happen, right? These guys actually really need to fight, right? They need to get in the ring, you know. The Twitter thing is cool, but it's getting played out, man. Especially when, him and Ryan were going back and forth, having their little issues. But now they getting in the ring. They about to duke it out in the ring. I just wish like Devin could get in the mix with these guys. Because all the tweets and, like I said, the LDBC narratives, it's not really helping his profile, man. Yeah, he's undisputed champion, but he wants to be that star, It's so obvious. He feels left out. Like, I don't blame him, but at the end of the day, it's like, in the age of boxing that we're in, belts don't really mean nothing nowadays, man. It's sad. Because look, Tank is the prime example of that. Tank and Ryan, and I saved this for Friday for a reason. Tank and Ryan, they just had a 2 press conference. The narrative coming from those press conferences was this was the biggest fight that could be made in boxing. It's going to be a big event. What are they fighting for? Who has the belt? An actual belt. They're fighting at a catch weight. So In boxing, there is no 136-pound weight division. If that makes any sense, man. Smash my like button. I see I got a couple people in here. I saw a lot of asses hit the like button. But yeah, that's crazy though, right? That Devin has all of the belts. In my opinion, him and Lomachenko is probably going to be the better of the fights, the two lightweight fights. But yet, the bigger fight, right? The bigger fight, you got to call a spade, right? The bigger fight is Ryan and Tank. And you say, why is that? Why is that the bigger fight? They're not fighting for nothing. No belts are on the line. But yet when Lomachenko and Devin square off May 20th, that's for undisputed. But that's why I said the LDBC narratives don't really help Devin. You know, the guys that do the millions of videos and thumbnails for him, as much you try to elevate him, it's really not elevating him on the massive level like Tank Davis. Tank Davis doesn't have a belt, but yet he's going on his third pay-per-view in a 12-month span. They announced the winner. They said Brian Custer's on record saying the winner of the Tank Davis Ryan Garcia fight is going to be the new face of boxing. Unbelievable. Right? Unbelievable. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. Excuse me, girls. Here. Put this up for me. It's melting. I mean, put this in the refrigerator, in the freezer. Thank you so much. That was Coach Ream. We're going to the Somebody Special dance. That's why I said, Dead Game in the building. What's going on, good brother? Smash the like button for me one time. Yo, Dead Game. Basically what I'm talking about, right? I don't know when you got here, but if you've been listening. I feel like Devin Haney feels left out, man. He has all of the hardware as far as being undisputed, but yet he's not on their level as far as stardom. I don't care how many LDBC channels do videos on him, promoting him, pushing him. In all actuality, in the game, he's not on their level, man. He's not. Now he has the belts, right? But yet, like I just said, his fight with Lomachenko, right, is not going to get nowhere. The publicity, the push, the celebrities, the hoopla. It is what it is. But like I said, me being who I am, I think the Haney Lomachenko is the better fight, but it's not going to get presented like that. And why is that, man? That's some of the stuff that we have to start asking as boxing connoisseurs. Why is it that this fight will not get the accolades that it deserves, man? Why is that, man? Why is that, man? And why does it seem like I'm trying to tell you, like Devin, the tweet, it's like, bro, they love to say everybody else is capping and clout chasing. It seems to me like you're clout chasing right now, Devin. Like if exactly, he's a star. I said that earlier. Thank you. I'm gonna leave your comment up there so others can see that. I love when others say certain stuff, because the more the masses speak it, the truth is power. Tank is a star. You can't take that from him. He's a star. That's why his fight with Ryan Garcia, that is at a catch weight with basically nothing on the line, and it's a pay-per-view fight, is going to be a bigger fight than Lomachenko and Devin Haney. but yet they're fighting for all of the hardware. Boxing, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. So I think that's why Devin's a little sour, man. It is what it is. He's a little sour because listen, for all his antics, right? Devin loves to rock the trunk jewelry. He's very flashy, flamboyant. But this doesn't like at the end of the day, it's not like I said, it doesn't cross over for him, man. He has all of the heart. I had the picture up there. Let me see if I could pull the pic up. It just doesn't. It's not like blowing his career up, man. You know. How big do you think? Well, let me ask you this too. That game. Let me ask you this, right? I want to ask you this, right? Now, if the shoe was on the other foot, right? How big of a star, right? Because like you just said, Tank Davis is the star, right? How big of a star do you think Tank Davis would be, right? If he was actually the undisputed champion, because he don't even have a real belt. He might have a regular, right? Is he the WBA regular? But he don't have none of the supers or the actual real titles. But just imagine if he was undisputed, if he had all the belts, how big do you think he would be, man? Because look how big he is in the public eye, in the boxing eye, without any of the belts. Well, yeah, he don't have no belts, but yeah, it is what it is. See, the LDBC, they're gonna push their narratives and all that because they have to. But he's with all of the belts. Tank Davis is still a bigger attraction. He's still a bigger star than him, man. Still a bigger star than him. Man, yo, Blunts, you gotta go somewhere with that, man. Blunts is real desperate for this fight to happen, man. Stop the trolling, Blunts. You know what I'm saying? If it happens, it happens. You feel me? But like I said, if it happens, it happens. Hopefully it does. If it don't, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? That's on them. It should have been happened. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like I said, check that video I dropped. Maybe De La Hoya can help it get done. Because now if De La Hoya, it's not happening next though, Blunts. Not next because both of them are going to be locked up. If it does happen, it'll be happening after maybe in the fallish, late summer, early fallish. It's not going to happen when everybody thinks in June and all that. Nah, it's not. There's no way they could pull it off. And if they listen, and from a business perspective, right? We're in March. If they did try to pull it off in June, they're messing the money up. It's not enough time to really, quote unquote, because that's supposed to be the biggest fight in boxing, right? It's not enough time to really promote it the way it needs to be promoted. But hey, what do I know? Maybe they would do it because they do want these guys to fight for no money. At the end of the day, they want them to fight for no money, no guaranteed purse, and bet on themselves. But I don't recall like Marvin Hagler and Tommy Hearns, fighting for no purse. But I know we're in a new age of boxing, man. Boxing is at an all-time goofiness. We get the narrative pushed that that's the biggest fight in boxing, but yet there's no money for it, and then they want the fighters to fight for no guaranteed purses. But I guess with me, I guess my mind right here is too like I just think outside the box. I guess, man. I don't. My judgment's not that cloudy because if something is big or worth something, but yet there's no money for it, or the guaranteed purse is supposed to be low. It's just that this doesn't sound right, man. That just doesn't sound right. But back to Tank, right? Just imagine Tank was the undisputed, right? Yes, he does sell. He sells out everywhere. Tank is the star. But just imagine if Tank was undisputed, how big do you think he would be? Because look how big he is right now with no belts. No belts, man. And he's to be honest, shout out to WCS, shout out to my guy Coach Malachi. I was telling them this, man. Dude is the new pay-per-view star, bro. They don't want to, it is like it's a lot of PBC, Showtime fanatics that they're in denial, man. They're in denial. Earl Spence is not the star over there no more, bro. He doesn't fight enough, man. He doesn't fight enough, man. The networks are telling you who's the star, bro. The networks are telling you. It's like with any business, man. It's like with any business, the networks are telling you who they are behind. This is his third pay-per-view. And this is for you, Blunts. Listen, this is his third pay-per-view. But yet they don't want to put the money up for the biggest fight in boxing. But yet Earl Spence is this big A-side type fighter. This big A-side type fighter. But they didn't want to put the money up for him and Bud to fight. But yet that is the biggest fight. Man, pay attention to that press conference, man. Pay attention to what Ryan Garcia said. Like, they're slamming them, bro. And it's sad, man, because I just think, what really happened with that fight to the Spence Crawford fight? Too many people got involved with that, pushing false narratives, and it diminished it, bro. It diminished it, especially all the Bud Crawford hate and the Earl Spence, raising the bar like Earl Spence was this big type draw, man. When all actuality, they really needed each other. Now they're both in their mid-30s. Time is ticking, man. But keep hope alive, Blunts. Keep hope alive, man. Hopefully that fight is next, man. But I'm gonna tell you this, right? If that fight is next, right? Tank Davis's ringside seats is going for $13,000. I seen online where somebody resold one for damn near $30,000. See where the money's at, man. He says, Big Blunt. So let me get to some of Blunt's comments, man. He said Dev needs belts to give his name some weight. He got all the belts. He's just, I don't know, man. I like I said, sometimes it's your affiliation too, man. Yeah, the people that push your narratives sometimes turn people off too in this game, man. And then I'm gonna tell you something else that really like what really hurt Devin, right? Because a lot of these, like I said, a lot of these dudes, the LDBC dudes in general, like I'm gonna call them out, man, because to me they don't move the needle, bro. They're not moving the needle because these are the same guys, right? That when Bud was over there, he was top ranked Toby. But the moment Devin signed over there, right? Why isn't Devin top ranked Toby? Devin had to go over there to get the belts. He got the belts now. Why isn't he top ranked Toby? So I try to tell you, man, you gotta look past this whole matrix internet thing, man. Some people's videos and blogs and storylines are not really good for certain fighters' careers. It is what it is. Hopefully y'all are catching this sauce, man. He said, nah, bro. I'm gonna leave your comment up there, man. That shit done sailed off, Blunts. He said, Earl, only way to get his star power back is to fight Bud next. Yeah, that ship done sailed off, man. I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna break it down like the NFL playoffs, right? In order for him to really get his star power back, right? A lot gotta happen, man. But if this was to happen, I don't think he's getting it back, though, right? You need Tank Davis to lose to Ryan Garcia, right? Then that'll shift, some of the energy back from the PBC side. But if Ryan Garcia is able to beat Tank Davis, what is that going to do for his profile? That's why I said, listen, man, shout out to Earl and Bud and the politics of the game. I think they missed their window, bro. You know, they could still fight and they could still do something, but it's like the youngins they beating on the door now, man. It's only up from here, man. It's only up from here. You know, and I like what Ryan said, man. Ryan, you know, for whatever reason, you know, a lot of people don't like him, but he said something very powerful when he said he took this fight for boxing fans with the weight the rehydration clauses and all that. He said he did this for the fans, you know, something that Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford couldn't do. And they still have hardcore supporters like Blunts that are hoping the fight is next, still out here screaming that to this day. Deontay Wilder's was to this day still screaming that fight is next. I don't think so though, man. I don't think so, man. But you know, if it happens, it happens, man. That fight is like an overcooked steak right now. It's just it don't taste the same, man. You know, you ever have a overcooked piece of meat? You're like, damn, I should have took it out a lot sooner. You know, it'll still get you full, right? But it just doesn't taste the same no more, man. It just doesn't have that same flavor, man. And that's what I think with the Earl Spence whole Bud Crawford fight, man. You know. But like I said, I'm with you, Blunt. If they fight, they fight. If they don't, so be it. We got these youngins, man. Because listen, after Lomachenko and Devin, you know, you got Shakur. You know, you got fights now, man. The younger guys with Tank and Ryan did by setting it off. Hopefully we can keep that momentum going, man. You know, hopefully we can keep that momentum going. And if the Earl Crawford fight does happen, that's even a bigger plus for the sport, man. But like I said, I'm not getting my hopes up for it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, so be it. You know, both of them, you know, are good. And Bud already was at peace with it when Bud was saying how he was good with or without a Spence fight. You know, with or without a Spence fight, he said he was good. You know, and I think he is, to be honest, right? If you look at his career, if he didn't have another fight, right? Just say he just walked off in the sunset. You know, you're gonna get the diehards. You're gonna get the diehards that's gonna say you're gonna get the diehards that say that he's you know, he left the legacy fight off the table, right? But if you look at his career, 3 division champion, undisputed champion, I believe he has all knockouts, defending his title at welterweight. So those are accolades. Those are strong accolades that, you know, you can't deny. That's why I said he's good with or without the Spence fight. But you know, the diehard radical fans aren't gonna let him live it down. They won't. They simply won't. I know that for a fact. Man. Yo, Blunt's really is like, Blunt's wants this fight bad. He wants this fight bad, man. Real bad. You know? Real bad. A lot of people do, but it was a time I wanted it real bad too. But like I said, I'm over it, bro. Like if it happens, it happens. If it don't, so be it. You know what I'm saying? So be it, man. You know? But see, you know what it is? You guys sticking to this right here, what Blunt was talking about, right? You guys got caught up when the whole Spectrum and all that thing leaked. But I was seeing somewhere today. Hold on, let me see if I can pull that audio up. But Steven Espinoza was speaking on. That they might be secretly negotiating, but it would have to happen, right? Listen to the audio for yourself. Hold on. That's why what Blunt is saying, it can't happen. He said it got to be next. Nah, it won't be next. The dance starts at 6:30, right? Yeah. All right.
There was on Ryan and Tank, there was a deal struck, and then obviously they were both going to take interim fights, or at least, ended up knowing Tank did. Crawford did the Medician fight. Spence was going to go do his fight. His fell apart. As soon as Spence fell apart, there started to be some additional discussions. So they've been consistent. Their discussions pretty much throughout. They're just coming to light now, which I think is a better thing. I think it's widely the first negotiations have been in public. Maybe keeping it quiet the second time around gives it a better chance of success. Look, I'm not going to out anybody. In terms of what their deals are. But the reality is, if there was, there's plenty of other fights that we have done where fighters did not get guarantees. There have been Mayweather fights that have been guarantees. There have been, other pay-per-view guys that get guarantees. It's not that unusual. See, the reality is, Floyd on a lot of these, not a lot, some of them, he opted not to take guarantees because the reality is, if we're paying a guarantee, we're going to get a bigger piece of the pie. So if you believe,
all right, did y'all hear what he just said as far as like with the guarantees and all that? But this is what I want to say, Blunt. Did you hear what he said? How the negotiations need to be private. The moment guys like yourself and others start rambling about the fight being next, is going to kill it. It's going to kill it. Let me bring that back one more time.
Ended up knowing Tank did. Crawford did the Medician fight. Spence was going to go do his fight. His fell apart. As soon as Spence fell apart, there started to be some additional discussions. So they've been consistent. Their discussions pretty much throughout. They're just coming to light now, which I think is a better thing. I think it's quietly the first negotiations have been in public. Maybe keeping it quiet the second time around gives it a better chance of success.
Yeah, keeping it quiet gives it a better chance of success the second time go around. But the moment YouTubers, bloggers start speculating on the fight, you're going to kill it once again, because you are going to get so many different personalities putting out sources say this one says that, this one, and it kills the negotiations. It kills the negotiations. Look, let's bring that back one more time.
And then obviously they were both going to take interim fights, or at least ended up knowing Tank did. Crawford did the Medician fight. Spence was going to go do his fight. His fell apart. As soon as Spence fell apart, there started to be some additional discussions. So they've been consistent. Their discussions pretty much throughout. They're just coming to light now, which I think is a better thing. I think it's quietly the first negotiations have been in public. Maybe keeping it quiet the second time around gives it a better chance of success.
Gives it a better chance at success. So the moment, I know this was supposed to be Haney Davis, but since I used the Steven Espinoza audio on the Spence Crawford situation, you see what he said? They are speaking privately. Those rumors already started matriculating out here. But as far as the fight being next, it's not going to be next. They need to just stop that, because by that narrative being pushed out there, it's going to kill the fight. It's going to kill it once again. And by the time they fight, but somebody said this, right? I forget what channel it was, man. They said it, man. They said that we was going to get the Spence Crawford fight in the Legends League. And man, it's starting to look like that. They really trying to age Crawford out, man. I even think Shakur Stevenson is on record for stating that, man. Shakur's on record stating that, man. That Terrence only got a couple more years left. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to age him out, man. But me personally, like, if they got to make this fight this year, right? 2023. If they don't get it done this year and they have it next year or whatever, we're looking at Manny Mayweather all over again, bro. Just is what it is, man. What y'all think about that, man? What y'all think about that, man? Manny, we looking at Manny Mayweather all over again, man. But see, me personally, right? I'm focused on what we have. Gotta focus on what we have, not what ifs. What we have is Tony Harrison, Tim Tszyu tomorrow. Great fight. Great fight. The winner of that fight is in a great position. 2 weeks after that, Caleb Plant, Benavidez. I think tonight is the first airing of their All Access. Don't hold me on it. It may be, it may be not. But that's another great fight. That's what we have to focus on. The fights that are official, not the fights that are speculated to happen, that are secretly in negotiations. No, let's focus on what we have. Ryan and Tank is happening. Tickets went on sale today. Ringside 13,000. Somebody resold one for damn near 30,000. Man, that's where the money's at, man. That's where the money is at, right? That's where the money is at, man. But shout out to Blunts. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed, man. We will keep our fingers crossed. But like I said, gotta listen to what Steven said, man. Steven hit the hammer on the nail, man. The moment the internet, the YouTubers, the Twitter guys start speculating on negotiations, you guys kill the fight. You kill it. You just kill it. Look, I'll bring it back again. You guys kill it. You kill the fight.
On Ryan and Tank, there was a deal struck, and then obviously they were both going to take interim fights, or at least ended up knowing Tank did. Crawford did the Amedisi fight. Spence was going to go do his fight. His fell apart. As soon as Spence fell apart, there started to be some additional discussions. So they've been consistent. Their discussions pretty much throughout. They're just coming to light now, which I think is a better thing. I think it's quietly the first negotiations that are public. Maybe keeping it quiet the second time around gives it a better chance of success.
Did you hear that?
Look, I'm not going to
keeping it quiet, but already. Keeping it quiet, but already. We can't keep it quiet when we have people already speculating. And it'll never be quiet when you have guys like Fanon and these other, personalities constantly doing videos and pushing false narratives. Like I told you, man, it's overcooking it. It don't taste the same, man. It's not real good Guan jerk chicken. That chicken not good. You overcooked it, man. They overcooked it, man. But I am focused on this Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia fight. It's big, man. It's big. They rolled out the stops for these guys, man. This fight is so big, right? And I'm gonna tell you how big this fight is, right? I seen today, and I shared this with my OG, my God. I seen two of the most, like, at one point, well, my man is in like a rebuilding stage right now. But I seen two the quote unquote, biggest YouTube platforms. They did a panel basically together today. Barbershop Conversations was on the Boxing Voice. This is what YouTube is coming to now. You see, guys that had successful shows are now doing collaborations. They did a collaboration today. I was like, wow. Barbershop was on there for a long time. A long time, man. That's what the game is going to, man. But shout out to that, man. I watched that show today. Very, very entertaining. We got a 5 a.m. start tomorrow, man. I'm about to wrap this up. I got the girls. What's the name of the dance again? The Valentine's Day dance. I think the teacher. We're having it late because the teacher. Who was that? The principal that had COVID? Who had COVID? Who was sick? Who was sick while the dance got postponed? That's the principal, right?
What day is the principal?
Yeah, she was sick.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they did it until she got out of the hospital.
Yeah. So we having it tonight. Tonight is the dance. So I'm going to the dance. Let me see. Oh, they can see him. Yes, that's her friend. That is her friend. But yeah, so I'm going to wrap this up, man. Salute to everybody that came through, man. Make sure you smash that like button, hit the bell icon. Definitely check out the videos. We are trying to stay consistent with the content now. Definitely support the channel. We got the youngins up next week in Detroit, D-Town. We looking to go 5-0, man. We want 5 national champions. Defending 2-time national champion Jamali Tucker, #1 in the nation, going out there to hold down and keep the title. We have the Spence clan, Spence boys on deck. Also, Amani and Cassius Brooks ready to make a statement. You see how the game just blew up and grew up right in front of your face. Before it was 1, then it was 2, now it's 5. Yes, Suffolk is back alive. Shout out to the team. Yes. But we are on the move with that, man. Definitely support that. The steel frames are all over right now. Look, hold on. Before I log out, let me highlight my baby girl. She is a star right now. She is starring right now. I'll throw some of the steel frames up there. We do other things. I use my platform to really gauge. Like I'm like when I come on YouTube, I like to interact and just get a gauge of who's who in Whoville. You know what I'm saying? Who's who in Whoville. But let's get some of these hard classic frames up here. Let's share a screen. And I'm going to say this too for Devin, man. Devin, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Like, the moment, I know you want the recognition because you are undisputed. But it'll come, brother. It'll come. See, for all of this right here, look. For all of those accolades right here that Devin got, Tank is the star of stars, though. Look, Tank is the star of stars. Devin got all of that hardware. The dream. You know why? I don't really want to get into it. Part of it is his affiliation too. But part of it is the deals that he did too also. But you'll be all right, young brother. Just continue to march. Like I said, I'm on record. Your fight with Lomachenko is a bigger fight. It might not be bigger in the sports eyes, but the real fighters and dudes that get down that really love boxing, real purists, pugilists, is that what did I say the word right? The pugilists, they respect you fight more with Lomachenko than Ryan and Tank. You know, so just hold your head on that, young brother. Know what I mean? Hold your head on that. But let me get to this. Today, I remember my daughter used to always say that, yo. Coach Reed, she was a baby, right? That used to be her favorite word. Every time I would come home from work, she used to be like, today. I knew Reem was gonna be special though. Reem was definitely different. That's why she is the coach right now. All right, we're gonna stop this one. We're gonna close out of this one. See how nice I am now? When I'm at the desk, I can play around a little bit. We're gonna throw this up there. I'm not like some of these still frames, right? Oh man, yeah. Let me highlight some of these frames for y'all, man. Let me blow up some of these frames. There they go. You see these frames right here? See these frames? You gotta be more like World Combat to say the money shot. Look, that's Joe Dini right here. Y'all see that? Joe Harris Enterprise Boxing Promotions. Man, Joe's a promoter too? No, for real, Joe Harris Enterprise Boxing Promotions. We never knew that, man. But hey, what do I know? Look at that body shot right there. That is $1 Million Marley. Mean hard punches. Curling Joel Spence up right there. Great shot. Great shot all around. As far as the photography too. This is the squad. Shout out to Young Danny. Young Danny's probably a year away from the Nationals. He might not. You know what? He might go to the Eastern qualifiers later on in the year. He just got to get more club fights up. But you know who that is, $1 Million Marley. Amani. Jihad Tucker right there. The Slime Master. 3 the hard way right here. Yes. Joel Spence. Amani. And $1 Million Marley, #1 ranked, man. Look at the lens. Yes, look at the lens. Quality. Oh, man, right here. Shout out to Coach D in the corner right there, Coach Dennis. That is Iron Sharpener, Iron Marley, and Joel. Clean break. You know, clean break. Man, look, yo, it gets gruesome in there. Great shot right here. Look at Percy, Big Percy. That's Amani's dad. Up close and personal to action. Look at Marley coming with that nice clean right there. You see that shot right there? Kind of opened Joel up a little bit. Great shot right there. The style was on her job. Excellent photography. There they go. Back to back. Shout out to the team. You see the Jihad Tucker merch on deck as usual. You know, shout out to the boys right here, the Summer Boys, Amani and $1 Million Marley. Here goes the master of the mitts, Joe Harris Boxing, aka Joe Dini, and Jihad. Mitt work, pad work. As you can see, the sauce in the back. So that's when I was giving y'all some gems on the live stream that day. Mitt work right there. Look at the intensity. That's my daughter on the camera. Look at the intensity on Jihad though. Great intensity, concentration. Look how he hit Joe. You can see the fat. Joe's gonna get mad at me for saying that, but look how hard Jihad hit the pad, right? And Messiah catched it. Look at that, yo. You know who? Remember when Deontay Wilder hit Tyson Fury and his fat jiggled? Look at that's it right there. That's it right there. Great shot by Messiah. Great still frames from her. That's you see your boy in the back, the media marketing agent, always working. Coach Reen over here in the cut. Jihad and the master of the mitts, Power, Joe Harris Boxing. Jihad looking off in the distance. Great shot once again by Nasaya. Nasaya was working. The size up. Man, these guys, I'm telling you, I see some of the best young talent daily, man. And sometimes I share it with y'all. Look at that shot right there. Great delivering of a overhand left right there by Joel. Got him on the ropes and delivered a great shot right there. Great shot. And great shot from Messiah, capturing that sauce. There goes Marley right here. Warming up, shadow boxing in the ring. This is Marley delivering an excellent counter. Excellent counter off the corner ropes. There goes Danny getting ready to get in the ring. This is also one of our undefeated fighters, famous Wilson. Once upon a time, I was trying to broker a deal for him, but he still ended up getting signed as well. Undefeated fighter. Be on the lookout for him. Famous Wilson. The brothers right here, the Slime Masters. Y'all know who they are. Man, Coach Dennis right here again with Joel, cleaning them up. You know, it gets a little touchy in there when they're sparring. The mad scientist, Papa Tucker right here with Marley. Now, you know who this is, right? What do I know? Hey, what do I know? That's your boy, the Zaga guard, yourself truly. Powering Marley up with a little water in between rounds, going over some instructions. But hey, what do I know? That's Jihad focused on the task. Man, he's looking good at 154. April 1st, you're not going to want to miss it. Real strong season. That's Marley again, the team, myself right there, the mad scientist, Papa Tucker, giving Marley some final instructions before he heads back to put in work. Marley again. Great work by my daughter. Great work. This is my shot right here. The guys. Great work again. Coach Dennis giving Joel some instructions. Your boy again. You see the Zaga guard fueling Marley up again after a round. Going over a couple things that we've seen. Up, downs. You know, working on some stuff. Great shot by Nasai once again. And this right here, vintage. Man, listen, not for nothing. Jihad Tucker is very, very explosive. Oh, shout to Fistiana Fights in the building. Shout to Fistiana Fights in the building, yes. But Jihad Tucker is looking very explosive. Did you see that pad work? Did you hear the explosion coming off of those shots? That was explosion. And I tried to explain that to y'all the other day, right? When we had Jihad. We should have been moved up, man. But like I said, this is trial by error. Jihad should have been moved up. He's 20 years old now, right? Came in the game 17 years old at welterweight. 9 fights at welterweight, 147. 17. He's a growing boy. He was growing. He's on the verge of becoming a young man. Next year he will be 21. But he was growing. And us being stubborn and not really like everybody, it takes a village to raise a child. So we sat down with a couple of people, shout out to Al Mitchell, and really started putting it together. It made sense. He's growing. He can't stay at 147. And then we had this see, the good thing about being a professional athlete, you know, you get the best doctors and tests and all that. When we had a endurance type of fitness test to see if he was utilizing his full potential and, you know, explosiveness, he wasn't. At 154, he is. So April 1st, man, be ready. Be on the lookout. You're going to see something special. Tomorrow, I said we. I wish I can go. I got a 5 a.m. start. But Jihad and the team are heading to Vegas. Yes, we got something lined up in Vegas. Some good work out there before the Nationals. And just know, this probably was one of the best camps. We got work with a former unified junior middleweight champion. And when I tell you, Jihad had his way. But what happens in the gym stays in the gym. But you're not going to want to miss April 1st. With that being said, please feel free to like, share, subscribe. Tell your friend. This is the Source Experience. You have been rocking out with yours truly, the Zaga. Yes, the Zaga God. Showtime. Shy News. You know the vibes. Ahala.
Yo, you know who it is. It's Chop Corley, one and only. I'm a Hall of Fame legend right here. I'm here with the sauce, y'all. We gonna chop it up real soon. Back in the kitchen with Chop Kitchen.
Yeah, you know the vibe.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
The World Combat Sports with the one and only Sauce Talk podcast in the house.
That's right. You know the vibes.
Yes, sir.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tumo-Heloa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.